What's up, guys? Here are the proper dragons right here. Say what's up, guys? What's up? Today we're gonna do the top 15 most scariest Ouija board most Ouija board videos, I guess. So let's get on to the video.
While stories of Ouija date back as far as the early 1400s, the only solid proof comes from the mid-1840s, when mediums, witches, and Satanists began using the boards more commonly. It's a safe and common assumption that Ouija boards as we know them today are not as genuine as the ones from 2 centuries ago. The point is, you are opening yourself up to the other side. It doesn't matter what channel you're using. If you allow it to be open for communication, you're letting it be open for many other things. These 15 videos are examples of Ouija proof caught on tape. Some are more convincing and more horrifying than others, but every entry has importance in understanding the negative effects of using the spirit board. Let us know of any crazy experiences you've had.
Wait, guys, before we start beginning, give us a like and subscribe to the channel, because you guys might be seeing more of this. If we could hit up to 15 likes, we'll be making more videos of this. Or more. Yeah, or more. So hit that like button and let's get on to the video.
The Ouija. Number 15, Mellow Bird. This YouTuber is immensely well known in the horror community, and to anyone with a desire to witness the paranormal. Mellow Bird has been active on YouTube since about 2009, and although his channel doesn't center around other content, he gained most of his fame through showing off his home. Mellow Bird's house is apparently severely haunted. In fact, his channel's About section simply states, horrific poltergeist activity caught on tape. His most popular videos include furniture being thrown around his home, EVP sessions that reveal chilling voices, and of course, Ouija boards. He often uses the Ouija board as a channel for investigating the haunting of his home, and more often than not, the results are terrifying. One such of Mellow Bird's videos shows a small glass breaking as soon as it makes contact with the board.
I don't find a better pointer as well. I've been using these glasses. The idea was that because it's so tall, you'd be able to see it.
And another video shows the board floating mid-air as Mellow Bird rushes to get it on tape. Out of the countless Ouija-related videos on this channel.
Do you guys hear that? His Ouija board started floating, so he rushed to get it on tape. Oh my god.
The video uploaded on Halloween 2012 might just take
a minute, guys.
I gotta throw up. Too much pancakes.
Yeah.
That's scary as fuck.
Way too much. Alright, guys, we're back. So let's get on to the video again.
The cake. While we are faced with the usual horrifying evidence such as violently moving objects, disruption in motion sensors and audio recorders, we are also given fire. Towards the end of the video, a small cross placed on the table suddenly bursts into flames.
Okay, to give people a more undercourse of holy shit, that's... just put that.
This demonstrates that the spirit or entity haunting Mellow Bird's home has some power or control over fire, which could become very dangerous for Mellow Bird. This entity could go as far as setting the home on fire or physically harming him. Even stranger and more unsettling is that Mellow Bird states, "Do not ever set anything on fire in my home again or I will have you exorcised." And in the rest of his videos, there's never another fire. Meaning this entity apparently listened to this threat and took it seriously, because it wants to be allowed to remain in the home for whatever reason. Number 14, Ouija turns bad for teenage girl. This video was posted in 2011 and seems to be a follow-up to a previous video in which this group played with the board. The cameraman states, "Last time we did this, people on YouTube said we were doing it wrong." The video shows a group of about 5 or 6 young adults walking to a barn of some sort. They begin to play with the board and hear strange noises from within the building, but brush it off as the wind or perhaps an animal. While they do play with the board and use EMF meters, they mostly seem skeptical and even a little annoyed. Despite clear contact with an entity, They ask the spirit to make a noise and a loud bang can be heard in the distance, but again they brush it off as coincidence. The meter begins to go wild, showing a presence and even buzzing. Several more sounds are delivered after a request from the group, and one girl claims to feel footsteps.
I like how this guy talks. He talks like, yeah, and this is totally awesome.
Oh yeah.
But this is pretty scary. Shout out to this.
It looks like her head turned around.
She did.
It did?
But it turned like back.
On her back. The group makes the decision to leave the barn as they're becoming frightened and aren't sure if someone is messing with them. They walk out and clearly state they need to be careful since they're technically trespassing. Shortly after, they're caught by a man with a flashlight that asks what they're doing and chases them down. One girl from the group, Sarah, is nowhere to be found shortly after. Well, the person that caught them and their friend.
The flashlight.
A guy, he was the owner of the barn. They were trespassing, so he kind of. Alright, I wasn't paying attention.
You don't have to.
Go away, proper dragon.
Yeah, he's proper dragon. I'm proper dragon 1, and he's proper dragon 2.
Oh yeah. No, I'm the main one. Alright, let's do this.
And missing are easily explainable in normal events. The activity seen in the barn is pretty chilling and hard to fake. Number 13, Tanner Fox. This video posted by Tanner Fox in early October 2016 seems to be part of some challenge where famous YouTubers play the Ouija board just for fun. While most of the videos posted by bigger YouTubers were either entirely fake or pretty boring, this one is kind of interesting. While Tanner and his group of friends play with the board, they allegedly make contact with the spirit of a 5-year-old girl who shares her name and a few details about her death. One person in the group Googles the information to check accuracy. From her cause of death to the name of her mother, the spirit seems to be accurate. The spirit of this child was apparently killed by her mother. When asked why her mother killed her, she said she was sad. According to the article, her mother was on antidepressants and her murder may have been related to those mental issues. The group continues to ask questions related to random facts found on the internet, and the spirit continues to get them right. The group later makes contact with another entity which apparently knows details about their friend Elizabeth. She is overcome with emotion as the spirit shares details that only her close friends or family would know, and she begins to cry.
Wait. Who were we just speaking to? Oh, I'm sorry to tear up. I'm so scared. Was that Lizzie's grandma? Oh my god.
By the end of their game, the whole group seems shaken up, with each person responding differently. If you don't believe in the paranormal, it's pretty intense to see what emotional and psychological effects this allegedly innocent game can have on those that participate. Number 12, Brennan Taylor. This video was posted a few days before the Tanner Fox video, during the same period of bigger YouTubers playing with the board. This video is also a pretty interesting one, not only because of how the group reacts, but because they allegedly make contact with the notorious Zozo. This demon has been documented since the early 1800s with sightings and experiences. However, contact with Zozo has become more common since people began using the Ouija board recreationally. Thus, Zozo has become known as the Ouija demon. After making the contact, the group tells the spirit goodbye and discuss that Zozo may come back for one of them later on, as it's common when contacting Zozo to be followed outside of the game. Brennan Taylor took a video on his cell phone of him at home later that night, where random banging can be heard throughout his home and he's clearly terrified.
Oh, he got you.
And I just heard something in my living room. I live alone. My dog is in my room.
The hell is he saying?
He goes back to sleep and ignores the situation. The next morning, he finds that a box has been thrown off his dining room table onto the floor. This was clearly what made the loud bang the night before, but it's uncertain how the box reacts strangely to the box.
Alright guys, we're back. Alright, so let's play this.
confused. While this wasn't solid evidence for Zozo or any other entities, it can be pretty unsettling if you imagine something like this happening in the middle of the night after playing with something as dangerous as the Ouija board. Number 11, Nosebleed. This video shows two young boys playing the Ouija board in a living room. They ask simple questions and the answers they received are unsettling but nothing too horrifying. At some point while
Why are you saying
asking,
you don't want to play with it anymore?
Because I was thinking of getting one and so I was gonna play with it. Not no more though.
are there
I
any
think of getting one after
good
this.
spirits here? They hear a noise behind them and a large bowl or basket flies off the living room table. The boys freak out, yell, "No, I am done with this," and run from the board while flipping it over.
Are there any good spirits?
Do you see that?
Oh, no. I'm not doing this, no.
Many commenters have of course pointed out that this was a major problem because you're never supposed to leave a Ouija board without saying goodbye. Of course, the two young boys later came back to the